So my herbs have been drying out in the rock shed for a couple of weeks now, and it's been quite warm, as high as the mid 90s. And so some of them are ready now to strip off the stems. And what I'm working on today is tarragon and winter savory. And I always put down wax paper, and that's just so that it can gather any little bits that fall off while I'm working it. I also get my jars out from last year and add that to my compost pile, and then change my labels and then start fresh. After a year, a lot of the herbs are still good, but they do lose their scent, especially being in the kitchen where it's usually warmer. So anyways, yeah, so I'll show you what I do. With the tarragon, the stalks are quite sturdy. Some of the herbs that you work with are kind of finicky, like say thyme. But anyways, I just start stripping off the lower ones, which tend to be multi-leaved stalks. And I really just want the leaves. I don't want anything that's attached to the leaves. And I put them into a colander, and I'll show you in a minute why. So I've stripped all the leaves off the stems, no magic there. I paused it just because with my hands and my developing arthritis and such, I can be a little bit slow and monotonous looking. Anyways, so this is what I do. I get a nice fine meshed sieve, and I just press down and do circles. And you can see at the bottom there, hopefully, that it actually looks like how you would get your spices from the store, where they're ground in big machines. This also helps keep out any little bits of stem that you don't want in there. And if you like a larger leaf, get a larger gauged colander. If you like a finer strain of spices or herbs to work with, get a finer one. You control what you want for your kitchen this way, which is one of the reasons why I absolutely love drying my own herbs. So again, you can see a couple leaves have jumped through or jumped over the lid and a stem. So I'll show you here what we got, minus a few leaves. I don't know if you can see that. I'm in my little kitchen. As many of you know, I live in my travel trailer, and the lighting in here is horrible. So anyways, you can see how fine this is. It smells wonderful. Tarragon has a sort of a licoricey smell, and I love tarragon chicken. It's one of my favorite dishes in the middle of winter. I don't grow a lot of tarragon because I don't use it a lot. But I like having that it's fresh, and I know it was grown properly, as in no chemicals or anything. So I've ran it all through twice through the sieve, and any that are not going through the sieve, they seem a little stubborn. That usually means the leaves aren't quite dry enough yet, and those ones I add to the compost pile. You don't want any moist leaves in your jars, otherwise you'll get moldy herbs. So I just pour it into the colander. To me, this is like gold, so I try not to spill any. So that's what I ended up with. I don't know if you can see that. So by the end of summer, this jar will be full, and that's lots for my winter. As you can tell, I had leftover. I took my tag off, and you can see that I recycled my spice jars. I think this was probably cinnamon. That's the most common thing that I buy that is in a spice jar. So I'll just make a new label in a while for it. And I'll repeat this again with the winter savory. So I've ran the winter savory through twice, so it's done. And you can see this nice fine product at the end. Winter savory is my favorite herb from the garden. I love it. I use it in everything in the winter, from pork dishes, chicken dishes, vegetable soups, in my stocks that I make, bone broth stock that I put up in the freezer. It's just, I put it in stuffing. it's an amazing herb. It smells wonderful. It just reminds me of being a child, I guess. Anyways. So with winter savory, I need at least 2 to 3 of these jars for my personal needs. Everybody's taste is different, and you may want more mint or you may want more thyme. For me, savory is one I like to have a few extra jars on hand. Anyways, so that's my first drying of this herb. I'll probably do it another 6 or 7 times throughout the summer. Just as a quick side note, I don't throw away the wax paper. For the whole season, I will probably use these same 2 pieces. There's nothing wrong with reusing it with the dried herbs, and it helps keep things out of the landfill until they need to go there. So anyways, that's another tip for you. So this is my winter savory plant, and this is the savory that I processed today, and it has a new label. And Faye's very interested in what we have going on here. So this is my tarragon plant, and it's growing like gangbusters this summer. Just a reminder, tarragon is not good for your dogs, so keep them away. Faye loves trying to get into this plant, so I keep an eye on her. So that's what the plant looks like, and this is the dried product that we came up with today, and with a new label. And what does Faye spy? What's in here, Faye? What's that? She loves strawberries fresh off the vine. Don't you, my girl? Anyways, thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. And this is my first attempt at a YouTube video. I'm sure it's going to come across horrible, but it's real life, it's honest, it's truthful, it's me and Faye. Have a great day. Bye.